Hi guys, my name is FOBNEXUS and welcome to the first episode of FOBNEXUS. On today's episode, we have a vibrant leader, a capacity leader, a leader that is worth leading and worth following. So welcome.
Mr Ajala Samuel.
You've been a leader for how many years now?
Let me say like 15 years plus. When I was in 20 level, I became a close friend, and from there I became the vice president of my association, that's Nigeria Association of Public Health Students. Then presently now I am the president of the association. And when I was in 100 level, going to 20 level, I had the post to represent my department and faculty. That's the Student Representative Council in the faculty, representing public health. Then I served there for 2 years, where I became a neutral member, and also I became the deputy speaker, and also became the speaker eventually. But I had to resign my post as a speaker because I had to give the opportunity for other people.
Wait. If I get it correctly, you decide why?
Yeah, the major reason why I resigned them was that I wanted to give room for other people to lead, because it's kind of contradicting when I am the association president and also I'm serving as a faculty member as a speaker, meaning that my department is under the faculty, so it doesn't speak well of me to be the speaker.
Also the president of the association. That's true. You practice experience as a leader and student leader.
Alright, the practical experience as a student leader for me, I would say that was when I started serving as the vice president and also serving as the president of my association. A lot of people have the notion that when you are a vice or when you are an assistant to somebody, you don't really have much impact to make. Or let me say your impact is kind of reduced, that people will not get to know you. But then I would say that notion was kind of wrong, because that was what I tasted, and that was I could say that was when I was able to bring everyone together, and also I was there for the people basically, because there were a lot of issues then that I tried as much as possible to attend to as the vice president. And if you are the president, you have a lot of works on your plate, so the workload as a president is kind of much. So, but then when I was the VP, I didn't allow my president to be the one to bear all everything. I was also networking with him to let us work together so that we can deliver our mandate to the students.
Do you think during those times that you think we're upping, do you think people feel like you are overdoing or trying to take his role as president? Yes.
Yeah, people will definitely think you are overdoing it if you are the vice president and you are doing things that they expected that the president should do, basically. But then within us, we know that is not what it is. We are only working together to make the administration successful. Because as a leader, when you have other people in your cabinet, you have to work hand in hand with them so that the administration can be successful and people can see that yes, you are really doing what you promised to them that you are going to do.
Do you think any of these affected you in any way or the other, people's opinion, and people say this, people say that, you hear this, you hear that, and that's how I this, and that's how I try to take the place of the president, and this affects you in any way or the other?
Not at all. It didn't affect me negatively. Instead, it has helped me to do more. Because when they are saying that, it's just a way for us to know that this is what people are saying outside there, this is where we need to clarify things to them and let them know that this is not what the notion is, this is what the notion is. They get it, and when we work together as a team, that's what we can move the association or the organization forward. We have to work as a team in an organization we find ourselves. So regardless of what people say, there's now you want to become a leader, you cannot say bad about it. But you just need to filter out what they are saying and keep doing it. That's what make use of it to make an impact.
How do you even cope with leadership, yourself, your personal life, plus academics? Because you know that leadership for a reason. it's quite hectic somehow. So how do you cope?
All right. For that aspect, before you take up any leadership role in any place you find yourself, the first thing first is your determination. And you going for that role, you have to, know that definitely I signed up for this. And you have to give it whatever it comes with. Do you get?
Yeah.
But as a leader, you need to have a well-planned structure that you want to follow, or let me say a schedule that you follow. Okay, this time, this is when I'm going to read, this is when I'm going to have time for myself, this is when I'm going to do some other things, this is when I'll attend to this.
Even with a lot of deadlines to meet up.
Definitely. But because personally, I'm a man of deadline. I love deadlines. Because that would prompt you to do what you're meant to do. If there's no deadline to something, you will be thinking that, okay, still fast. But when you have the deadline, you'll be able to work with it definitely.
Okay, can you tell us any, do you have any skill you've acquired during your leadership role?
Well, I would say yes. Yes, I have a lot of
What are
skills
the
that
skills?
I've acquired. Just,
And how has it impacted you personally?
okay, one of it is communication skill. Because the feedback mechanism skill, I don't know if there's a skill like that. Because as a leader, you don't have to be doing everything. Like just be doing it. People are following you. No, you need to get back to the people, let them tell you, get feedback from them, get their responses, so that you can know if you are doing it correctly, or you are not doing it correctly.
You carry them along.
Yeah, because what might seem that is right in your own face or your own place might not be right to them.
Yes.
And if you are not giving them what they want, there's no way you are making it. You are not making any impact if you are not leading the people well. So you need to like have a feedback mechanism from the people, and also you must know how to communicate with them. You must know how to communicate with people that you are leading, and also with people that are working with you basically. And also I think I've learned also team management, because in every organization or any capacity you are in, you have to be in a team and you are working with different people, different individuals that are not of the same personality or which you are. So you need to know how to manage them. You need to know how to manage them in your team.
So how do you align your team and get them engaged? Like how do you make them feel heard, feel listened, feel seen? How do you carry them along, or how do you want them to know that you hear them, you see them, and in every of your decisions that you make, you always carry them along? How do you get them engaged?
All right, one thing is that if you are a leader, you don't just lead. You have to be part of the people. You just be at the forefront. You have to be with them. So when they say that, okay, this person is part of us, not that this person is far from us. Take for example now, if people are here, you as a leader, you are far at that end from them. So whatever decision you are making for them, you won't see it. So you need to, before you make any decision, you need to get to hear from them, so that they can tell you that, okay, this is what we want, this is how we want it. And whenever you are in the front to like communicate to anybody you want to communicate to.
But you know you cannot definitely not satisfy everybody.
Yes, you can't satisfy everybody basically, but then you can satisfy majority. If they are, you just need to like get what they want, pick the most important one, give an explanation to that important thing that you want them to achieve, then you fight for it, advocate for it.
So like I've viewed your status a lot, and I see a lot of things I post, and a lot of people that want to be like Ajala Samuel. I want to be like Ajala Samuel. So how do you deal and cope with that? Like people that really want to be like you, want to emulate you. They'll be like, Ajala Samuel dress like this, I want to dress like him. If I lead like this, I want to follow his lead. And how do you cope with it?
Alright, you see, I do say something that if you want to copy someone, make sure that you discover yourself first before you copy whatever anybody is doing. Because there's no point in you copying someone and you don't have what it takes for that person that person is using to be who he is. So you need to discover yourself, know your strengths, know your weakness. Can I really do like this person? Can I really perform like this person? And you don't need to copy, or you don't need to emulate fully what an individual is doing. Instead, pick the ones that are really impacted to you or align with your goals and purpose. Because eventually, if you start doing everything back to back, okay, Ajala Samuel is doing this, he's doing that, and you don't have the capacity to do it, you might eventually crash out. So whenever people reach out to you, okay, my God, this is what I want to do, I'll tell them, first of all, discover yourself. After discovering yourself, then you can now pick what you want to do or push forward what you want to do. First of all, self-discovery is very, very important. You need to know your weakness and strength. And you need to know what you want to do for the people that you want to lead. You want to take a leadership position. It's not that you just want to be there to be a figurehead. One of my mentors do say something. He said, whenever you are taking a leadership role, be there for the mantle, not the title. It is easy to call anyone that, okay, that's the president going, that's the so person going.
Is it what being the president?
Exactly. Is the person making impact?
Yeah.
Popularity is fine, but if you're not making an impact, it is not.
You have acquired more than 20 awards or certificates.
Okay.
How do you do this? How, like, is that even possible? How do you do this? How do you cope? Like,
as a leader, you don't just lead people, you must also develop yourself. Do you get? You must also develop yourself. There are opportunities outside. I won't lie to you, there are opportunities outside. You just need to pick the one that aligns with your purpose, and you streamlining them into yourself, getting them into yourself, and you attending to those opportunities. I think for that opportunity, it started when I was in secondary school basically. that was when aside from academics, you also need to do some extracurricular activities too that will make people see potential in you. And from there, when you're ground and the certification, but it's not about the certificate alone. It's the impact you are able to get from it, but the skills you're able to get from those programs you're attending. That's basically it. Because as a person, I like to develop myself. If I see opportunities that I think I should attend, I will definitely go for it.
So we can definitely call you an opportunist.
It's me developing myself, because I know that in days to come there will be a call for somebody that has that qualifications to do something for an organization, and I will be so much pained if I don't have that skill, if I don't have any basic knowledge about it.
Okay, like now, after you finish schools and you want to work, and so could be like, do you have 10 years experience? Do you have 5 years experience? Does it also count like those certificates? Like, I have these skills and I have what it takes. Does it also like count like those 10 years of experience or something like that?
Yeah, it's also part of it. I think one of the motivations that led me to volunteering basically when I got to university was when one of my leaders was like, he graduated already, so he was like, when he wanted to apply for a job opportunity, he has all the criteria, but the only thing that was there was that they said he must have gotten 5 years experience.
How come? I just graduated for heaven's sake.
He has all the other skills, all the other criteria,
Imagine.
but that particular criteria of 5 years experience is so and so. That was what disqualified.
How do you expect me to almost have acquired 5 years experience? I just graduated.
Exactly.
For heaven's sake.
So you, as a student, you don't really need to focus on the academics part alone. You also need to develop yourselves. When there are opportunities for you to volunteer for it, because there are outside academics, there are organizations outside there that are looking for people who can assist them with one skill or the other. Like you invest your skill in that organization and you are earning from it basically. It's not that you are doing it. There are some that you have to do it as a volunteer for free and all, and some we definitely pay you for using your skill for them. Yeah.
I actually believe that there's nothing for free. Whether you do it for free for them or something, you also gain and learn something from them. Let's talk about advocacy. You like I read once again that you are more than four. Yeah, like you're more than four ambassador for more than four. You're ambassador for more than 4 organizations. How true is that?
That's true.
Like, can you mention those organizations so that we can actually?
Well, some of them are not really ambassadorship thing. It's just you are educating for them. Like, for example, now I'm a member of Yali Network.
So what's your role there?
I am communications manager there.
Oh.
So I am a member of Yali Vash Foundation. That's Voices Against Rape and Sexual Harassment. I currently am the campus coordinator for Ajax University. I am a Ghanaian ambassador, Ghanaian African ambassador. I am also a member of that. There is another one, G17 ambassador. I am also a member, and G17 and Ghanaian Africa, like they are international organizations, international organizations. And Vash Foundation is getting there.
So can you give us a few brief about the Vash organization?
Alright, Vash Foundation is Voices Against Rape and Sexual Harassment. this is an institution, and before you do anything, you have to carry the school along. So, and you have to be a registered member of the school, so that the school can also have a database, so that you can know that okay, these people are in our campus, so that you just be around, start advocating and every other thing. And the school is not even aware, so you have to be registered in the school, and the school knows about you.
Okay. Whew. So, has there been any leader that actually impacts your life, or any? Okay, can you talk about your role model? Who are your role model, leadership role model?
Well, I think the person I would mention first is Engineer Adekoya. Yeah.
Is he a student?
No.
Okay.
He's my father.
Okay.
He's my mentor. That's Engineer Adekoya. He's an engineer. I met him at home actually. So when we were having a one-on-one conversation, like father to son conversation, that was when I learned a lot about what being a leader is and being there for the people is. So but when I got to the institution setting, we have some other leaders that to speak to, student leaders that to speak to on campus. Consult them, tell them that okay now that is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. How do you think? How do you feel about it? So I've mentioned some names now. We have Shola. She was the one-time president of the association. That's my association. I have Comrade Daniel, that's the name. He was the vice president of the student union of Osun State University. I also have Comrade Afis, who was one-time president of the association as well.
I think I know him.
Yes. So I also have Comrade Joy Amoson, popularly known as Joy the Analyst, and also a couple of other leaders that reach out to whenever we don't know how to go about it. We consult them basically. That's another quality you have to have as a leader. You have to know how to consult past leaders who has been there before, so that you can know how to go about it. These are people that will put you through your leadership journey as well.
I feel like there's not how there's not how we want to get to a certain position in life or point in life that we not have people that will mentor us, put us through things in life and stuff like that. So do you think you are kind of approachable person, like a kind of approachable person? People can just approach you like, President Sam, I'm going through this stuff, like I need your point of view on this thing and stuff like that. Do you think you're like someone that is approachable?
Yes, I am, because personally, life is short, and I don't take life kind of hard for myself. And I don't take life hard at all for myself, because there's nothing in this life. So I try as much as possible to familiarize myself with people, to be part of the people. And anything, even in groups, our communities, when it comes to us being jovial, we turn everything to jokes. When it is time for us to be serious, we are here to be serious. But then, there is no time that you don't approach me and I'm not going to do this. I'll definitely give you this to hear what you want to discuss with me. And another thing as a leader is that in every situation you find yourself, or in everything that is being brought to you, try as much as possible to provide a solution to it. You might not have the full solution at that instance, but try and find like a solution. If that's not a full solution, just at least find a solution to it. Then go back and get more other solutions, alternatives that you can also give to the problem.
Thank you so much. So how do you think your leadership roles align with your career path in life?
You see, as I said before, I already mentioned that before you become a leader, you have to discover yourself. I'm this kind of person that I already have in the mindset that okay, when I grow up, I want to be the people. I want to be there for the people, and I have to work towards being that person that I want to be. I have to work towards being who I want to be in the next future. Because there are some places that you go, settings that you will be that they will tell you, okay, now think that in the past, in the next 10 years, where do you think you want to be? So exactly. I already have the mindset, okay, I want to be a leader, and I just have to work towards being a leader. And if you have that same mindset, there are times that you will be a servant. before you get to be a leader. And you don't have to be bossy over the day. You have to be
What advice would you give to students in general
well,
that wants to be in leadership aspect of the
Alright, my advice to the student generally is that first thing first is that you discover yourself. Have a clear vision of what you want to do. If you want to become a leader, know what you want to do for the people. Don't be there for the title that they want to call you Mr. President, sir, Mr. So and so. Be there for the man too. Be there for the people and be part of the people. And also always get in touch with people, know what their problem is, give them feedbacks of the possible solutions you are providing for them. And also as a leader, you can't do it all alone. You have to work with your team members. You have to work with your team members. And as a leader, you don't have to lead alone. You have to develop yourself because power is the impact you make today, you make the people reference to tomorrow. As a leader that wants to make impact, meaningful impact in the lives of the students you are leading, you have to ensure that you are making a positive impact in their lives so that they will be able to reference you for good when you are no more there.
So thank you so much for coming, and thanks for everything that you said. Thanks for your empathy, thanks for advocacy, thanks for being a leader that is worth following. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming to the show once more again. Hi guys, once again my name is FOBNEXUS. Thanks for watching, and once again this is FOBNEXUS. Like, share, follow, and do whatever you like to do. Ta-da!